I mean, I never thought in my weirdest dream that I will see a day when I will have to poop in a red bag.
I'm sure there's some candy bars you haven't questioned.
The morning stream. Let's do the time warp again.
Let's do that indeed. Hey, everybody. Welcome to TMS. It's the morning stream for Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025. I'm Scott Johnson. That guy right there is Brian Ibbett. Good morning, Brian.
Well, hi.
Hello. Hello, my friend. Hello. It's been, how's the rest of the song go? Hello.
I just called to
say hello. I
think about you every night.
Every night.
I know it's late, but I couldn't wait.
I'm
And
naked
I
and hello.
masturbate.
Oh, master. Oh, shit. We've gone places.
Oops. Was that?
It's appropriate for us. I liked it. Hey, everybody. It's good to see you all. It is Wednesday. It's a very fast Wednesday because we didn't have a Monday, so it's kind of screwing with my head, but whatever.
Yeah. Quick.
You know, something I forgot to tell you about Vegas. You know, the road trip part. I know you're a fan of road trips. You like them. They're fun, right?
Of course I am, yeah.
Talked about those before, and, you know, what snacks we like and that sort of thing. And Corn Nuts, the actual brand of Corn Nuts, now has like a all loaded taco flavor.
Okay.
And I got to say, those were freaking fantastic. I got them on the way down, and I got them again on the way out because they were so good. And usually, you know, you have too many or you have enough Corn Nuts, you're like, man, I hope I never eat another Corn Nut ever again.
Yeah.
Because you're just sick of them.
Like, no more.
But these were a problem. I had to like force myself not to eat the whole bag in a sitting because they were so good. So if you see those on the shelf or you're out, you know, doing a long drive and you stop at a gas station and the gas station has loaded taco flavor Corn Nuts, big thumbs up from Johnson. Yeah. They're good. They're really good. Yeah. So I don't know. When do you have a road trip coming up at all? I know you guys are going to DC, but that ain't no road trip.
Yeah, no, it's going to be. That'll be a plane trip. No road trips on the horizon. I think when we do go to Chicago, hopefully in the fall, it'll be via road.
Yeah. Via road.
Via road. I don't know though, because what I'd like to do a little 3-legger and do Chicago and then Minneapolis and then back to Denver. Like do a little
loop. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Is that how long of a drive is it from Denver to Chicago? Let's say.
See, that's the thing. It'd be like I want to say it's 13 hours. I might be totally wrong.
It's not too bad.
I've looked at it and
that's about what it takes for me to get to San Diego. So it's not terrible.
Oh man,
done that drive before.
I love San Diego.
San Diego's awesome. Underrated. San Diego.
Yeah,
or maybe it's rated. I don't know, but I like it.
13 hours 58 minutes. I was pretty darn close.
Pretty close. And with your foot on the pedal to the metal, perhaps you'll cut that down. You never know.
It's 1,004 miles, so that would be by bike. I could do that in 12 days, 14 days.
Just 12 straight days of riding, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, you just did it the other day. Do it again.
Could totally do it.
Just 12 more of those.
Exactly. Now, splitting that up, like if we were to say, okay, let's do that in 2 days. Yeah. Omaha's not a bad halfway point. Omaha, Nebraska.
You hang out in Omaha a little bit. It's I think it's like the fishing expedition or the fishing convention capital of the world, I think.
Oh, good golly. Wow.
Or something like that. I can't remember what it was I heard, but if you go to Omaha, it's like got the biggest fish and tackle convention.
Wow.
So maybe you could time that, get in there for that.
I know it's the home of the World Herald.
Oh, yeah.
And
probably went
guy
out.
that I used to work with named Brian Hamburger. Brian Hamburger.
That's fantastic. Brian Hamburger.
Yes, Brian Hamburger.
Can I call you Brian Hamburger?
You could call me Brian Hamburger.
All right.
I'd like to be Brian Reverse Cheeseburger.
Thank you, Russell Crowe, for that forever reference.
Which will forever be emblazoned in our souls.
I don't even think I can hear the term cheeseburger without it coming up in my head.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, go watch that old movie with him and with Denzel Washington. What was that movie called?
That's right.
Some near sci-fi future thing. It was really bad. It's not good.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. TV's Travis will remember. He'll say it in the chat. I'm sure.
He will. Yes, of course he will.
Oh, he said yesterday in the chat as we were just leaving, he said, "Did you guys see the new Running Man trailer?" And I absolutely did. So did you. It is so good. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Yeah. Why are Glen Powell's eyes so close together, though?
They really are. They're like fighting with Anya Taylor-Joy's eyes.
Yeah. You could actually fit Glen Powell's eyes between Anya Taylor-Joy's eyes.
Exactly.
Like if the two of them did a face-on kiss, they would both be looking at nothing but skin.
I mean, they're both very attractive people we know that. That's why they're such a big deal. They're also fine actors, but Brian's not wrong. You could fit his eyes in her eye space. But yeah, that looks great. And I love Edgar Wright, so that's a no-brainer. When you find out he's directing, it's like, of course I'm going to see that.
Yeah.
He's got the right energy for it. But it does seem like they're tapping into a little bit of a retro-looking vibe. The TVs look old.
Yep.
4:3 aspect ratios on everything. Not the movie itself, but screens in the rooms and stuff.
When they show, yeah. Did you ever read the book?
I never read the short story. It was a short story. It was one of his Richard Bachman deals, I think.
Yeah, the Changing Seasons or something like that. But I never read it either, and I'm it's like, oh, so really if this is probably leaning more towards the story, it's more like, all right, here's it's everybody going after Ben Richards and not just American Gladiator with Christmas lights guys. Basically.
Yeah, my understanding is the book is a bit more like a John Wick scenario where everybody gangs up to get him.
Yeah,
because they're all potentially going to get money. It's not just a set, but it's still a game show because now you got a guy we love.
Yes, Coleman Domingo and his
casting.
Voice.
Perfect
yes, it
casting.
is. It really is. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I got so excited. At first, I thought it was Keith David. And I went, oh, sure. Perfect, Keith David.
That's
but then I thought,
another fantastic
20 years
voice.
ago, maybe Keith David. He's a little slow now. Coleman Domingo, perfect. Bring him in.
Perfect casting.
Yep, no problem. That'll be great.
Yeah, but there was that recent Aquafina thing. Is that the thing you're talking about, Sean Bloom? There was a recent Aquafina lottery where basically there's like a lottery, and if the person can hold on to the ticket for 24 hours without getting it taken or killed or something, then they get to keep the money. Otherwise, whoever takes the ticket gets it. And it's a comedy.
It's a comedy?
Yeah, it's like...
We know the name of this thing? Did you say, Sean?
I don't. Fina Lottery. I'll stop it.
Running Man similarity, most similar. Deadly Game Show?
It's called
No,
Lottery. What is it called? It's called Jackpot.
Jackpot. Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah.
I never saw it though. I have a hit and miss
last year.
I have a real hit and miss relationship with Aquafina.
Yeah, I know you do.
There are times when I really like her, and then there are times she drives me up a tree, and I can't figure out what the difference is. Like I loved her in that Black Mirror episode she was in. She was real good this new season. I really like her in another thing I can't think of that I watched with Kim.
There was something that. I guess it was Ocean's 8 that we just saw a clip from. There was a clip from Ocean's 8 at trivia the other night. I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. What funny timing after all of the Ocean's 12 and 11 and 13 talk that we've had recently.
Yeah, those movies have been on our minds.
Poker Face. That's what it was that we saw her in recently, yeah.
Wait, isn't that the show on Peacock? What's the show on Peacock called?
That's Poker Face. That's the one
called
with
Poker Face.
Natasha Lyonne.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't copyright these names. It confuses me.
Did I need to go back and watch American Pie. Did Natasha Lyonne sound like that when she was talking to Jason Biggs about boffing a pie?
She was always a little crusty, but not. I mean,
she's turning full on. Oh yeah, I have this thing where I can tell when people are lying.
I feel like she had it, but it maybe wasn't as pronounced.
Yeah.
Tom says no, she did not. I think she did. Tom, go look her up. Monica says yes.
I need to go back and watch at least just her scenes in American Pie.
It was always there, but it wasn't like, super massive.
Wait a minute, Bio Cow. Just you hold on a second. He says, I just saw Natasha in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah, she's in that documentary talking about her child acting time with Pee-wee.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, is she one of the kids with the nun? You know, when the bike gets stolen or something?
I think so. And then she show up in the show as well or something? The Pee-wee's Playhouse?
Oh, I believe that she could have been the kid on the show. I did not know that she was in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
I think so.
Huh.
Now I'm questioning it. Maybe I'm thinking of the show, Playhouse. I may be. Well, whatever. You know what? It's on you, BioCow, to prove it out. You figure it out, buddy, and let us know. Tell
us who she was in that, because I believe you, but I did not know that.
Brian, big changes in the wind. Your kids got married. That is to say, your kid.
Your kid, yes. Wait, what?
Wow, they do things differently. Slip of the tongue, but now he is married. It happened. How'd it go?
That's right. They drove down to Garden of the Gods and got married, got hitched among the beautiful rock formations down there. I sent you some photos in our Discord that you can put in.
Yep, I'm gonna pull these up here.
Screen here.
Oh, this is great. This reminds me of St. George. It makes me want to move there.
I know, it's beautiful. It is beautiful down there. It's, really close to Colorado Springs, which is kind of why I wouldn't want to move down there. But
look at these two.
Yep.
Hooked up for life. Now they get all the tax benefits,
That's right. All that stuff. So
there's a cute
I
one.
said,
Love
well,
this one.
When you come back to town, do you want to go get some dinner to celebrate? They're like, yeah. I said, where do you want to go? They said, P.F. Chang's. So we went to P.F. Chang's to celebrate
sweet
the nuptials.
My mom would love that. That's where you guys went. She loves the P.F. Chang's, and so this would have been, to her, that would have been some highfalutin idea.
It was like a great reception dinner or whatever. Yes,
they're adorable though. Look at these two.
They really are.
That's great. Congratulations, man.
So happy for him, and
he looks good in his suit.
He
tux
does.
thing.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Seeing some Ibbott in there though. Seeing some Brian in that face.
Yep.
I used to always kind of see Tina when he was much younger, but he's starting to Ibbott out for sure.
Yeah, I'm seeing my dad, so that makes sense because people are.
I like this
People
one.
connect the two. I know. Yeah.
This is great.
Like showing the bling kind of thing.
Dude, I want to get married in a Red Rock place like that. Well, I guess, these are just pictures. This isn't where the ceremony happened, but.
Right. Well, no, that is where the ceremony
Oh, it is? They actually did it there?
That's where they did it. Yeah, that's where they actually did. It was the two of them and their officiator / photographer. And
I thought they had to do it like at a courthouse or something, and then go there.
Nope,
Okay.
Nope. Well, you could do it anywhere as long as it's the county where your marriage license was issued, and they just go, hey, we're married, and here's our vows, and I now pronounce you blah blah blah.
Yeah, the 3 blahs.
That's right, exactly, Mr. and Mrs. Blah.
Yeah, that's great. We'll tell him on behalf of all of us here in the Tadpool and Frog Pants Network. Congratulations to Tristan Ibbott. For
Will do
the nuptials.
Yes.
Clearly, they both said I do because look at it.
They both did indeed say I do. Yeah, Claire, you don't need witnesses anymore. We found that out when I did the officiating for my niece's wedding. That no, you really don't.
No.
You just need the two members, the two married people, and the officiant to sign the marriage license, and that's it.
Yep, that was all. When I did the one for the listeners who we took out to the Salt Flats to do it with, and Tay was the photographer, they didn't. I thought we needed a witness, and I'm like, can just Taylor do it? Because I was just really fretting about it because I didn't know what they were planning. And we got there, and they're like, no, you don't need those anymore. You just sign this as the officiator. They signed it as the people. Their dad screwed up and signed.
Oh no.
How did that go? I can't remember. Somebody's dad screwed up and wrote the name wrong.
Oh,
so we had to.
They're not married.
We had to do it all again. It was all some weird paperwork thing, but it worked out in the end. But that's awesome. Oh, since COVID, I bet it could be. Maybe COVID changed the rules. I don't know.
You don't need a witness. Yeah, you don't even need to say anything. You could just do it silently.
Yeah.
You just look at each other, sign the paper, and say, "All right, we're married."
Well, if you think about it, all the rigmarole is kind of pointless anyway. It's like
it really is. It's like
we're just married. Just say you're married, you're done. There's no special nothing. Just go. Just go be married.
Go enjoy your General Tso's chicken and your veggie spring rolls.
Are they going anywhere fancy for any kind of like honeymoon or anything? Or
yeah, they're saving up for a trip to Greece.
Nice.
The country, not the play, or not the musical, but yeah,
nice. Greece is beautiful.
Yeah,
hot and sweaty, but beautiful. Yeah,
that's what I hear.
Yeah,
the seat of civilization, they say.
Yeah, that's what they say. They used to, where the Greco-Roman wrestlers would they do it naked when they'd wrestle back then.
Man, I think of the Parthenon. You think of greased up naked wrestlers.
This happened on the trip a lot. My friend Riley was there, and we were at the water part of the Treasure Island. You know, they used to have all the boats fight and everything. They
yeah, now it's all stores.
It's just lame. It's just lame now. But anyway, we're out there looking at the water, and all that's still there, but it's really dirty. And I say to Riley, I go, he's thinking about the ships, what it took to make these, even though they're kind of artifice and all this. And I go,
let me guess.
Okay.
Let me guess. What would it take for you to drink some of that water?
Close. I said, how sick do you think you'd get if you drank that water, is what I said to him. And he said basically what you said. He says, what is with your brain? I'm thinking about this and this, and you're thinking about drinking that nasty-ass water. Just the way my brain works, can't help it. My daughter went to Greece, though, and she loved it. She was there this is before she got married, but she was there for a couple of weeks with some friends, and she freaking raved about that place.
Oh, yeah. I want to go. We've never been to the mainland of Europe. I want to go on a major, a 2-week long multi-city visit thing.
You should definitely do it now while the U.S. is in such good favor with everybody.
Oh, absolutely. While the rest of the world loves our country so much and would welcome us with open arms.
Yeah, while there's just absolutely no reason for Americans to get chided while they're out doing their thing. Now's the time, everybody.
Yeah, now's the time. Let's go.
Actually, you might get really good deals right now. I don't know. Probably. Prices.
Yeah, who knows? Might, actually. I just saw a $200 round trip to Banff in Canada.
Oh, my.
Yes.
That doesn't sound
beautiful. I mean, that's like, even if you just go there for a weekend, $200 round trip, that's fantastic.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
All right. I got one other thing to tell you about before we get to Tadpooly feud.
Yeah.
Van and Phoebe slept over last night because Taylor and her husband went to the Kadollarha concert.
Oh, right. Yes.
Kesha now. There's no dollar in there.
That's right. Yeah. She basically took one vertical line out of her name.
Yep. She yelled timber and the dollar sign fell out.
And it fell down. Yeah.
So that's fine. And I know my understanding is it actually represents her getting away from her horrible producer and all that, which is great. So well done. I don't know what the concert was like, but they went. The kids stayed here, and we had a great time with the kids, running around, being dorks all night. Super fun. And Van at one point is like, "Pops, let's play Mario games." I said, "Okay, cool, let's do it." So I pull out the Switch. I put it on its little kickstand. We get the little 2.5 controllers, and we're playing everything from Mario Kart to coin battle in Super Mario Brothers Wii U Redux or whatever it's called. So we're having all this fun. Lots of Mario game, lots of talk. And Kim comes in about 9, says, he needs to go to sleep and you're overstimulating him. I said, I know, but this is my job. I'm supposed to spoil him and make him have a good time.
Yeah, that's what the grandparents do. They're supposed to get them all wired up and then send them back home.
Yeah. And she says, well, if you want to get up at midnight because he can't sleep or something, fine, you can do it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'll probably, okay, buddy, we have to not do this anymore. But guess what? We're going to play again on Friday. It's going to be great. I'll bring it with me. We'll go to the pool and everything. Okay. So he goes to sleep. They do go to sleep, but at about 12:30 a.m., maybe 1, I am awakened to the following. I hear, Mario! He's yelling Mario in this terrible scared voice. And I go running out to the to the living room where we've got him all camped up on the couch. And he's asleep, but he's just yelling Mario in his sleep. Must be having dreams. So
that platform's about to drop beneath you, Mario.
Look out. Oh no, you've lost your coin. Oh no, I guess that's more of a Sonic problem, but
you've got a inky squid right in front of you, Mario.
So yeah, he was fine, everything's good, but he was it kept him dreaming. And I forget, little kids are the stimulation levels are just so intense for them that even just a quick game of Mario Golf can rock him. And he beat me, by the way. That was annoying.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I don't like being beat by a 6-year-old. That's not cool. But he was pretty happy, and he kept putting his hand on my arm going, "It's okay, Pops. It's okay. We'll do another one, Pops. It's okay." He's really sweet.
That's great.
Brian, it's time for us to play a game. I think that'd be fun. And
yeah, let's do it. We should bring in somebody to do that.
I agree. How about this guy? Well. What do we have here? It's one Brian Dunaway. Hi, Brian. How are you?
Well, hi. How's it going, Scott and Brian?
You know what? Pretty good, man. And you?
Can't complain.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
But, as you say in office jokey jokes, I could, but no one would listen.
Yeah.
I hear that joke about 6 times a week.
Yeah.
Is that which is worse? Can complain I could, but no one's listening, or working hard or hardly working?
Yeah, which do you prefer?
That one's actually fallen out of favor here. I don't know if I
it
gave
was in
enough
favor
glares.
at some point.
Yeah. I don't know if I gave enough glares that it was like, all right, we're not going to approach Brian with that one. I'll try something different.
I didn't know it ever fell into favor, but hey, whatever.
Right.
We'll take it.
So now I mostly get how's it hanging. I go to the left.
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
Nice. Well, it's good to have you here.
Next time reply with super and getting better.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. We have with us a pre-picked person to play because I promised him that I would bring him in. And
Promised pre-pick.
good friend of the program. It's Cash, everybody. Hello, Cash. How you doing?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How the heck are you, man?
Good. What's up? Brian, Scott, Brian?
Hey, it's good to hear you. Good to hear you. This is the guy who custom made and helped me get this rad keyboard that I love so much now.
Oh, your new little clickery one.
Yep. He did a
the one
video
we hear every day.
He did a video about it. I try to mute it anytime I use it. He did a video. He has a bunch of videos and stuff. You guys should watch this. It's insane. But it's this beautiful keyboard that weighs a ton, which just makes it even radder. And every time someone comes over,
a good heavy keyboard. Yeah,
it's so beefy.
Keyboards are life, and that keyboard is fantastic. I'm jealous every time I hear it.
Well, you should be.
Love it.
Yeah, Cash, how you feeling about being part of today's thing? By the way, you had a birthday, right? We're celebrating a little bit.
Yeah. Just turned the ripe old age of 39.
Good Lord.
Oh no!
Just
getting up there.
Just a young child, really, among us here.
He's on the precipice of the downhill slope, right?
Yep.
Or is it the top of the? I forget how it goes now.
Well, 39 is the new 29, right, or whatever, however that goes. So
yeah.
What's
your chronological age versus your biological age?
Right, and we're all going to live to 120, so it's all going to work out.
Oh,
well, it's good.
You will.
It's good to have you here, man. We're gonna get straight into it, Brian. But you want to explain these rules and what Cash might win today?
Yes, some cold hard cash and a new car. It's time to play the Tadpooly feud. I've surveyed the Tadpool on some nerdy topics, and Scott and Brian have to predict the answers that they gave us. It is their job to see how many of those answers they can guess. Cash, your job is more important than ever because you're going to be working with one of these chuckleheads, and if your team wins, you get a prize package that includes a couple games donated by Sunbun, Ember, EMBR, and Swine HD Remastered.
Ooh, Swine HD is a great game. Older, but I guess if it's remastered, it's new again.
It's new again. Everything old is new again.
That's right. You can play this on one of your rad keyboards. I'm sure you got like 1,000 around you, so that'll all be good.
I do. The current count is 110.
Gee!
Wow.
You ever laid them out like a bed and slept on them? Like, just
like Woody Harrelson and Demi Moore in Indecent Proposal.
Yeah, I like that.
I had the idea to line them up like dominoes.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be fun.
See how far I can get through the house.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like content to me. That might actually take off on YouTube. I think you should do it.
Right?
As long as they don't
There
break.
you go. Do it before Ali Spagnola beats you to it.
Yeah. She'll glue a bunch of dildos to it. You got to be careful.
Whoa.
With glitter and chia pets.
Yep.
All right, well, let's get to it. This is, today's Tadpooly feud. Let me have both of you guys put your hands upon your buzzers and answer this question. I'm going to ask it exactly the way that I gave it to the Tadpool, but we'll narrow it down once you get it. Without using any reference material, name the smallest country you can think of. Scott.
Zimbabwe.
Sure. All right. Show me Zimbabwe.
I froze up
This
so
is going to
hard.
be fun. Dunaway. 10 answers.
So I can't use Zimbabwe?
No.
You can't. Zimbabwe's. I mean, you could, but you're going to hear that same buzz that Scott just
Yeah,
got.
that wouldn't be good. You don't want that.
That's fine. That's fine. Smallest country you said? Oh, quick! I got to
Yes.
answer something. Australia, sure, why not?
Oh my gosh, that's a
What?
That's a country
Okay.
and a
It's huge.
continent.
It's huge. It's huge.
Boy,
I'm just trying to think quickly. I was Scott hemmed and hawed, and I'm thinking,
All right, Cash. We'll turn over to you, and you get to if you get something that's on the board, then you get to pick who you want to play with.
Oh, I
oh
like
no,
that.
he's
I do know the smallest country I think is the Vatican.
Let's say that
that's
is
a good
number one.
point, yeah.
Number one answer on the board. Who would you like to play with on your team?
We'll go with Scott.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah, good idea.
The,
Since
the
I said
answer,
Australia,
the answer,
what?
nobody also is acceptable after the way
Right.
this began.
My own island.
Yeah.
That's
Now the
right.
smallest
exactly.
country.
Put the two of these guys together, and maybe we'll get to.
I was trying to think of that stupid island that got all the terrorists, and I couldn't freaking think of it.
Oh,
so
right.
I just gave up and said, I don't know.
Nah, it's a fair point. All right, so let's think about this. My brain
By the
has
way,
yeah.
Australia is the 6th largest country.
That is hilarious.
Well, yeah, it's
I
like
said,
it's a whole continent, even Brian.
yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
It totally-
Well,
exactly.
well, you know.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
It is what it is. All right, let's figure this out. I kind of,
Sometimes
for
I say
whatever
stupid
reason,
things.
Japan jumped into my head, and I don't know.
Oh, come on. That's like the eighth. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Don't trust
I
me.
know it's small-ish, but what do you think, Cash? You want to go somewhere like that?
Yeah, besides the Vatican, I'm really kind of lost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
am
going to be
too.
tricky
This is
because there's
gonna
a
be
ton of
short
them.
game.
But what do tadpoolers say? So I'm going to say Japan. Let's try
All
Japan.
right. Sounds good. Show me Japan.
Oh, geez. All right.
This is going to be a really fast one.
I know. Might go pretty quick. Tom, get ready.
Right. So for that matter, you know what I'm going to do? I don't usually do this.
What do you do?
Pull into the chat room. All right, let's see.
Oh,
these
wow,
People are
okay.
saying these people are saying a bunch of. These are all wrong.
Was Japan on there
these
at
are-
all? Was it even on?
are all
no.
Japan. Let me look at the overall spreadsheet. I'm sorry. I take that back. Yes, 22nd answer in the list was Japan.
That's so low.
I was trying to pull up the information on where Japan actually ranks because it doesn't matter where it really ranks. It matters where what the
Only as
tadpoles
as
are.
long as it's not the 8th largest
Yeah.
country in the world.
That's right.
All right. I see a lot of people saying Monaco.
Monaco.
Not Monica, but Monaco.
No, she's not a country yet. She's working on it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see.
Sorry, still looking to see if
Sovereign
I can find Japan.
Nation.
Not seeing it. Am I too far? All right. Well, we'll look for that in a minute. Let's go to Monaco. Monaco was your answer.
Yep.
Let's see what Monaco is. Show me Monaco.
Oh, geez.
Number 4. There we go.
Let's make China angry and say Taiwan.
Oh, they're after you now, dude.
Yeah,
They're gonna send you some lead paint on your next toys.
That's right.
Oh, I thought they already were.
Yeah, I think you probably have plenty of that.
I feel bad about going to the chat room and doing that. That was a good one. That was okay. So I'm going to ignore the chat room, even though I've kind of seen a couple of things that people said.
Yeah. Dr. Calhoun says Japan is the 61st largest. And there are 195 countries, so that means it's the
Middle of the middle.
180
little higher, better than
upper middle.
something. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, that surprises me.
Okay.
I thought they were much tinier, but whatever.
All right,
Much-
Brian, what's
much
you got
tinier.
4 points to Scott's 1. What else you got?
Let's go with Taiwan. Just I got to.
Oh, you did. Okay, really? Okay. All right.
Let's dig this hole deeper.
Sure. Get the shovel.
Sometimes that buzzer gives you perfect timing. Sometimes
Yes.
it's really late, but this time, perfect. That is exactly
Right
the
on the
timing.
money. Number
Yeah.
35, by the way, Taiwan. In the Tadpool list. Taiwan, is it? Let's see if I can find it really quick in this list. I've got this great visual
any of the
thing, but it
Tadpool
doesn't
say
let
it?
me search.
No. Okay.
Yeah, 35. It was the 35th most popular answer in the Tadpool.
Oh, okay.
Was
Okay.
Taiwan. Yeah.
So we're all going. We're all of us are in big trouble.
Everybody's failing. Yes. All right. Scott, back over to you and Cash.
Okay. Cash, anything pop in your head since we last
I
spoke?
You guys, you can use the chat room too.
I think
Yeah.
I think I watched a thing on boating destinations, and it was like the Maldives.
Oh, is that a
Maldives.
I think that is
like
a country.
It's like a country just built on resorts.
Right. That's in, I think,
My
Caribbean
TikTok
or maybe
page is
South
crazy.
Asia. I'm not sure. You know what? I like it. The Maldives. That's where all the fancy people go to get their vacation on. Some of them do, anyway.
For sure, yes. It's also the 9th smallest country. So let's see what the Tadpool said. Show me the Maldives.
Chat room, I'm so disappointed in you.
Yeah, Maldives, number 18 in the list.
I think that was a good poll.
Yeah, that is a very good poll.
Yeah. All right, Brian, back to you.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the chat room. I'll take a freebie and then I'll guess poorly. All right. What? Bora says okay. I don't know if it's what. All right.
Choose Bora Bora.
Yeah, why not?
I like it. I like it a lot. But I got to go with Claire Gack because she is screaming Ireland, and I feel like because you said without using any reference material, but I'm
Yes,
using the chat.
correct.
But I think you were talking to the Tadpool when you said that, right?
I did. I told the Tadpool
yeah.
not to use any
Any like a
Any
globe or
outside
nothing like that,
sources.
right?
Exactly,
So I think
yes.
Claire actually went outside and looked and said, "Yeah, that's about right."
Yeah.
she
Ireland.
got out her measuring tape really quick. All right.
I don't think she's biased at all. I'm sure this is just purely out of her, goodness
Yeah,
of her heart.
yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Show me Ireland.
Yeah, not there.
Ireland is let's see if I can find it really quick in this. I mean, we got time. I can look for it. 'Cause you guys are, this is going pretty quick.
Yeah.
Here
We're
we go.
burning through this thing, aren't we?
Oh, does this not? That sucks. I was going to say, does preview let me do a text search? It really doesn't. Dang it. Ireland is, I did
think-
see it. They're 77th smallest.
Damn.
Wow,
There are
that
76 countries smaller than
That is
Ireland.
way bigger than I thought.
Yeah, that is larger than I would have guessed. I got one that popped in my head, and it's only in my head because my brain flew back to my youth when we had some kind of thing happening. Grenada, I think that's still a thing.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the deal was.
Bahama,
Didn't we go?
Come on, pretty mama.
We didn't attack it.
Cocktail?
What did
Am I
we
right?
do? There were hostages there. Some shit happened there. I don't
It
remember
was,
what it was.
the fight over ownership of Grenada.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
U-
yeah. Remember
US
we had that whole Grenada. Yeah.
Yeah, US got involved for some reason.
It was a controversy.
Yeah, it was some whole thing, but I'm going to try Grenada. I think Grenada is still a country, and it's
Now, I
pretty
will
small.
tell you that
Did
in
Oliver
the,
North get in trouble for that one, or was that something else?
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Oliver North sucks.
I'll tell you that it is the 11th smallest country by
Oh,
size. Let's see what the Tadpool said.
Okay.
Show me Grenada.
Man!
Yeah.
game
Third
is
strike,
hard.
which means it really is.
I got to run the board. No problem. All right, let's
You have to
let's line
run
this
the
thing up.
board. Exactly. 8 answers left.
Yeah.
No
Just
problem.
Don't think of it as
Catch 'em.
8 answers left. Think of it as 2 answers done. You're good. You got
Cash
this.
out.
Yeah.
I want to apologize in advance. Maybe I can send you something.
Who?
Hey.
Who? Kesha? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Kesha. That's what I said. Nailed it. Am I breaking up?
No, I didn't hear what you.
Cash.
Oh, Cash. Sorry, I thought you said Kesha.
Cash.
All right.
Well, you're
Gotcha.
just primed to hear Kesha. Hey, I'm not using any reference material, but I do have this Black Panther comic over here. Is Wakanda on here, maybe?
Sure.
Oh, let's see.
But
Do it.
Oh.
Do it because it's Tadpooly. I think that's good. Even though it doesn't exist in real life, let's do it. I like it. Brian, do
It's
it.
very small. It is very small.
Yeah. It's also hard to find
If
unless you
he
know.
can't decide, he wants to pull the trigger because he knows it's not there, but then he's also realizing that that's going to put us really short. So maybe I
Listen,
should just
you
maybe
do
I should
what
just say
you wanna
Cuba.
do.
Maybe I should just say Cuba instead. Maybe I should just say Cuba.
All right, Cuba.
All right.
Cuba.
Cuba. Show me the Cuba.
Oh, come on.
They're not a country, are they? Or are they?
Well, what are they then?
They are a country.
Oh, we just
Say, what are they? They
we
have to
just
be a
treated them
country.
so
They are-
shitty that I thought maybe we stripped them of all goodness.
They are the 91st smallest country.
91st.
My God,
Shit.
they're way bigger
But-
than I thought.
But they were also number 14 in the in the Tadpool list.
Wow. I don't. Geographic stuff is easier when it's big countries. Apparently.
It really
Apparently
is.
so,
Hey,
yes.
pick the most minuscule islands countries in the world. Go.
I can't.
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Me.
All right. Well, let's go. Let's see what what you could have said. Number 2, Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein's actually the
Steen or
6th.
Steen or Stein? I don't know. Steen, I think.
I'm sorry, you're right. Liechtenstein.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
It is the 6th smallest country.
Okay.
Number 3, Luxembourg. A lot of the chat room said Luxembourg. They were saying it in chat, and they said it in the survey. Luxembourg's actually 29th.
I would have spelt Luxembourg wrong. I definitely would have been a B-U-R-G, but there's an O in there.
Luxembourg.
I did not know that.
European weirdness.
Okay, I better confirm. Claire Gack confirms Liechtenstein. So please do not send an audio clip that takes 45 seconds for you to say, yeah, so really it's Liechtenstein. Yeah, so yeah, Liechtenstein. Yeah,
Sure.
Anyway, let's get to number 5. Andorra.
I'm going to tell you right now, I would have never.
16.
I'm having no moments of, oh, I should have said that. I'm having no.
Yeah,
moments
usually
of
we have those, right? But these are just
Yeah.
these are hard. Monaco and Vatican City. It feels like everything else I barely hear about unless it's like a spy movie or something.
Yeah.
Right. I have one source that says 17, and I have another source that says it's the 16th smallest. This next one is the 5th smallest, and it is San Marino.
Oh, San Marino is it's another kind of well. It's,
That's not in Florida. All right.
no, it's another one of those like escape to it kind of vacation-y Euro things, right? Like
Yeah.
fancy.
Oh, all the islands. I should have. Yeah.
Well, San Marino's not an island, I don't think.
Well,
but-
no, but now I didn't think about all the
It's-
little islands.
Yeah.
So Morocco's probably on this list.
Well, we got that one at. Oh no, Morocco. You're right. We did Monaco.
Yeah, Monaco is
Yeah.
what you're thinking of. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, let's get to number 7. Another island, Fiji.
Fiji, the best
Fiji.
water.
Yeah.
Was that
but
Fuji?
really,
Fuji's
Fiji
the
is actually
Fuji's the film.
Fuji's the film. Fiji. Sorry, Tadpool. 44th smallest.
Damn.
I thought Fiji was just water. Is that not?
No, it's not. It's a place.
It's where Aquafina likes to hang out.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's super into
okay.
it. That's the water. Fiji's the water they sold me for $14 a small bottle at the bar at the
jeez.
club. $14 for this size of. I almost brought the bottle home. Kim's like, "You're not taking that home," but it was like
they
this
smile?
tall. It was probably 8 ounces of water. $14.
That's
Yeah.
it's crazy. It really is crazy.
So stupid.
All right, let's get to number 8. Show me number 8. Madagascar. I'm still
Madagascar.
looking through the list to find where Madagascar is because actually it's
that's
pretty
a great
big.
cartoon. Yeah.
It is a great cartoon.
Yeah, Madagascar's pretty big.
It's pretty
Animated
big.
film.
It just looks small when you put it right next to Africa.
Yeah.
If you're worried about size and comparison, don't put it right next to something that's huge.
Yeah,
Right.
right. Yeah.
Exactly.
You're going to stick it next to. This all sounds terrible. Let's move on. Let's not talk about that anymore.
Right.
Jeez.
Show me number 9. Malta. Malta, a good choice for the Tadpole. Number 10. It's
Isn't that
10th.
candy?
It's yeah, a Malta milk ball.
Yeah.
They're another. Aren't they another? Yeah, Mediterranean Sea thing, right? Like another beautiful place to visit and art and stuff like that. I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd go there.
Smallest. By the way, they are the smallest European Union member state.
Oh.
is Malta.
Yeah,
Yes.
they got to
Boy,
pay
my
them
American
euros.
education is showing up today in spades. Look at this.
Number 10. New Zealand.
Dang it!
How are you thinking about New Zealand?
Yeah, but after I got chided for Australia, I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna get eaten."
They're not in the
Zealand's
top
pretty-
10, right? They're actually
No,
decent size.
no. I'm looking for them in the list too. Yeah, I mean, if we're going to go down the actual list, I'm still looking for New Zealand. I don't even think it's not even the top 100. It looks like.
Yeah, I think they're big. as far as I
Yeah,
know.
so in real life, the smallest is going from let's do the top 20: Vatican City, Monaco, Nauru. It's actually the smallest island country is Nauru. Tuvalu, San Marino, Liechtenstein, Marshall Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis, Maldives, Malta, Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I love her music.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Barbados, Antigua, and Barbuda.
They were always
Seychelles.
changing. The Grenadines changed every couple of tours, though. They were never the same guys.
Exactly, never the same people.
Yeah.
Palau, Andorra, St. Lucia, Federated States of Micronesia. Really, Micronesia should
That
really
should've been a
be
giveaway.
number one.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Micro.
That should be a
Anytime micro's in your name, dude.
That's right.
Yeah.
Singapore, Tonga, Dominica, Bahrain, Kiribati. That takes us to the top, through the top 25. We'll stop there.
Yeah.
The Tadpool got said a few of those. Is there really a point in like saying, I'll see if they have any funny answers. Let's see.
Was Wakanda on there anywhere? Did you say it? I don't remember if you said it or not.
Wakanda was
be.
not. Nobody said Wakanda. I know.
Man,
Yeah.
what a missed opportunity.
Disappointed in the chat.
Yes. We had Itsy Bitsy Stan. And we had
Bitsy Stan.
we had Sealand, Sealand. I don't know.
Is that near SeaWorld?
It must
that
be.
way?
Yeah,
There's a lot of Sealand in SeaWorld.
Sealand.
Yeah.
Let's see. Canada. Somebody said.
Yeah, real small. Top 3 largest or something.
Laos. Just looking
Wow,
through.
that's a good one. Yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
You know what throws me is the map is so out of skew because some places are actually huge, but the way we have our maps,
right.
that doesn't.
The Cartesian.
Yeah. Well,
the way the
that's because they're
Cartesian
flat.
map system.
It's annoying.
Yeah. Yep. Utah, somebody said, and Washington D.C. We'll just close it out there.
Perfect.
With what the Tadpole.
Yeah.
Perfect. A couple of a state and
Nailed
a thing that's not a state. Congratulations, everybody. Well done. Hey, here's the bad news, though. We got some bad news. Cash,
Sorry,
who's
Cash.
a wonderful guest. Despite
sorry
that,
about that.
we lost. This is one of the hardest ones ever, but I'll tell you this. This is one of the most fun ones we've ever done.
We did have a blast.
Yeah, I had a ball. Did you have fun, Cash? That's the important
It
thing.
was a great time.
All right, well, good. I want to wish you a happy birthday as you hurtle
you.
toward your 40s. Do not get lulled into the idea that 40s are bad because your 40s are awesome.
It's really 42 for early hitches, so it's okay. It's okay.
That's right. You're all going to be good. It was great having you on, and may my keyboard click until the end of time because of you. You're the best. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
All right, Brian Dunaway, good job, man. Yesterday we talked about RoboCop at length.
RoboCop.
Yeah.
Your move, creep.
That's right. Take that, drop your weapon. Like a lot of great talk about our favorite thing because they made a bunch of video games. They made all these 8-bit
did.
games, arcade games.
There was the
16.
arcade one where you spend 5 minutes shooting a truck.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to shoot a
great.
truck, a van, like a food truck, I think at one point. Didn't we
It was
determine?
a food truck. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
at a construction site, apparently.
Which is
I
just
don't remember that in
a
the
crazy
movie.
thing to do. He says stuff like this, if I can find it. Here it is.
Serve the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold the law.
Actual Peter Weller.
He
know?
says all the prime directives, and then we go and break every one of them.
Yeah,
that's what you do in RoboCop
That's the
games.
rule. Like Star Trek, they never get the prime directive never gets followed. Anyway, if you guys want to hear that episode of Play Retro, you can do that at frogpants.com/playretro or wherever you are served your podcast. Brian Dunaway, KSR. Butts. Got him. Got him.
Got him.
All right, time for us to. What do we have here? We got time. I'm going to do a
time
quick
for a news story?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not? It's time for the news, and it's brought to you by.
Brought to you by Daily Music Headlines. If you listen today, you can find out why Post Malone fell off another stage, and how you can also download a new app that'll make your audio sound shitty. It's the Microlizer, and it creates lo-fi sound from your audio so that you can use it to add to your music to kind of give it that crusty kind of feel. All of these things at Daily Music Headlines, dailymusicheadlines.com. We also have a Reddit subreddit, so you can tell us stuff there, and go check it out, dailymusicheadlines.com.
Very, very nice. Here's your story. It's about bees.
Bees!
We don't like bees, right?
That's what I hear.
Yeah,
every
I hear we're not into bees. And how do we know that? Well, I'll play it here.
I don't like bees.
It's important we play that actual clip occasionally so people know where that came from. We've really emphasized the bees part, though, here on the show.
We really have. Like, we've gone a lot further than the original caller did with bees.
Yeah, we've taken the bees as far as they're going to fly. Bee swarm a New York City plague summer 2025. Have you seen any video of this, Brian?
I have not. No.
Okay,
Oh my gosh,
so
this
these
can worry
bees
me.
in Manhattan. Here, I'll give you a photo first. That right there at the base of that are a bunch of bees. And that's just a public, planter thing.
That's like one of those dudes who, like, where they put the queen on their chin and then they have a beard of bees.
Yes, except it's, the world is wearing the beard, which is not cool.
Right, exactly.
There's a closer
That planner
image.
is wearing the beard.
And those are some. Look how thick these bees are. These are fatty bees.
Yeah, they are.
This gives me the. I can't. I
The
couldn't be around it.
Heebie-jeebieeeeeeeeees.
Yeah, and there's where's the video? Oh shoot, this link didn't have it. Crap, I had some video somewhere. But basically, the article starts this way. It says, time for an exodus? From the extreme heat to swarms of insects, New York City has been hit with a barrage of biblical plagues this summer. Get the facts behind the tornado of bees spotted in Midtown Manhattan by a NYU student. Anyway, then there was this video. I don't know what happened to it. I'm sure I could find it real quick if I looked. But it's just people taking pictures and bees swarming all over
Like
this part
a
of Manhattan.
cloud of bees.
Tons of them. It looks like a horror movie, except these bees are pretty docile and aren't stinging anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone as long as you're not threatening them or they don't see you as a threat. But yeah.
Unless they're wasps, those dicks.
Yeah, not a fan of wasps, yellow jackets, hornets. Those can, especially murder hornets, can go eat a dick. But bees, we love the bees. We love the bees because they spread the pollen.
See, he wouldn't know that.
We call it pollen. No, exactly. No, I like sugar bees. Do you like sugar bees? What about the bee that sells the honey smacks?
That's it. That's more like it. That is exactly the knowledge base. I'm not even sure. Like, he'd never
I don't like
shopped
that
for
Jerry
those.
Seinfeld. He was a bee.
He was a bee. He's in New York. What a shithole. Shithole country. All right. Well, there's that. Anyway, they're all over the place. So be careful, guys. Don't bug the bees. They won't bug you.
Yeah.
If they were wasps, I'd say it's on, but it's not wasps, so it's fine. A meteor fireball streaks over the Georgia sky. I wonder if Amy and Chuck saw
which
this.
Georgia? This is our Georgia, not the.
Yeah, it's our the beautiful southern state of Georgia. Here in the States.
Okay. All right.
The U.S. states, that Georgia, have now reported witnessing a mysterious object streaking across the sky on Thursday, and the nation's space agency now believes it was a remarkably bright meteor known as Bolide, or Bolide. Bolide. I don't know how you say
Sure. I'm looking at the photos on this website. This is not how I would define streaking across the sky.
I would call that streaking straight down to the ground.
The streaking with gravity. Yes.
Yeah, because look at that thing. It's going. Maybe it depends on your point of view, I suppose, which angle you're seeing it from. But that thing is. In fact, these two photos are literally almost the same.
Literally the same. Yeah, it's like. Yeah.
Yeah, but look how excited these two anchors are, man. She's stoked. He's ready.
Oh my God, we get to break the news about the
Yeah, it's exciting.
The streaking across the sky.
Amy and Chuck, are you in the chat? Did you see? I don't know if they're in here. So shout out, by the way, to Amy's dad. I guess he had to do a little hospital time yesterday, but he's doing okay now, I think. So.
Oh, good. Glad to hear.
Shout out to him. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else saw this. If you live there, let us know, because I love shit like this.
Oxford, Georgia is.
Georgia decided to name every city after a place somewhere else. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
Athens from ancient Egypt.
Right.
Oxford from England.
Right.
What's another one? I guess Savannah might be theirs. I don't know.
Cumming for which is a whole different thing.
Oh yeah, no, for
Cumming, Georgia.
Yeah. Cumming, Georgia. That old song, it just comes back to me. Well, anyway, if any of you saw it, I'd be super curious if you saw it. It was around 12:30 p.m. on Thursday. NASA determined it was about the size of a shopping cart. That's how big it is.
Did you say Athens was in Egypt, Scott?
Did I? I didn't mean that. Oh, you know what I'm thinking of is I'm thinking of not Nashville. What's the other big Tennessee?
Cairo?
No, the big Tennessee city.
Memphis.
Memphis.
Oh yeah, because there is a Memphis. Yes,
that's what I was thinking. Yes. Of was Memphis. Sorry, you guys are right. Cairo is what I should have said. Anyway, they said it was about the size of a shopping cart, which I don't think is all that impressive. I'm just going to say it. It's a little bit lame.
I love just the things that they choose to use as a reference for how big something is. Now, shopping cart's a good one because we can all visualize a shopping cart, and we know about how big those are. Unless it's those little half-size ones that you can do like a loaf of bread in the top, and that's about it.
Yeah. I don't like those little ones.
But they're much easier to maneuver.
Yeah.
I like the IKEA shopping carts that go every direction.
Yeah. Those are good.
Yeah.
And of course, IKEA has those, right? That's pretty cool.
It's impossible when you get an IKEA shopping cart not to do I'm spinning around in a circle just because I can.
Yeah. Well, this thing, anything but the metric system, right? That's really what we're about. It's like, hey, how big was that meteorite? It was about 4 beavers to the monkey's tail. Okay, great.
Right. It's about the size of a small like a swamp cooler or an air conditioner.
We just refuse to give it some meters, but whatever. That's how we are. Okay, you guys, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Tom Merritt will be joining us, and we will be talking a little bit of tech this morning. Very excited about that. We also have Recommentals after that with Randy. He'll be here. Nicole's at a camp for girls, a girls' camp.
A girls' camp?
Yeah, her and her daughter out there fishing.
Fun.
Yeah, it sounds like fun, right? I'd do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Not really. I hate camping. Why am I saying that? I hate camping. I do it for my kids or my grandkids. I ain't doing it for me. I hate camping. I used to when I was a kid, loved it, but now a hotel bed is my tent.
Listen, camping for me is staying at a hotel that doesn't offer me reward points.
There you go.
That's roughing it.
Yeah, that's roughing it. They may not have a fridge. That's roughing it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Maybe the pool's indoor,
What? No batteries in the remote? Oh my God, we're totally camping.
The breakfast is just yogurt and a really bad little muffin. That's camping.
Right.
Anyway, we'll do all that after this break, though.
But amazingly enough, 35 really good bananas. But that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, the bananas are always on point. What's that about?
Always on point.
Brian, play us a song. What do we got?
Sure. Indie in the Middle today comes from an artist named Thanks So Much, but it's spelled THXSOMCH. This is really, really good stuff. By the way, he's about the size of 3 big wheels if you need a reference for how big this guy is.
Wow.
Stacked. He has a brand new song called Sound of You Laughing featuring the Flawed Mangoes. This is out now via Atlantic Records, and it's great. This is really, really cool. It's produced by Grace Guys, who works with Wisp and David, and mixed by Mike Crossy, who works with the 1975 and Arctic Monkeys. Anyway, it's Thanks So Much and Flawed Mangoes and Sound of You Laughing.
Go out and buy yourself an extra toothbrush and then pack it in your wallet.
I'm not doing that.
And we've returned to Is That One More Time.
That is the artist, goes by the name Thanks So Much. He's about the size of 72 Valencia oranges, and he's got a brand new song called Sound of You Laughing featuring the Flawed Mangoes. Oh, mangoes, oranges, now I get it. Which is out now via Atlantic Records. That is Thanks So Much.
I could go for some fruit right now.
I could too. The day one, they had packets of Oreos.
Yeah.
Granola bars, those not Nature Valley, but it's the brand I really, really like. Nature Baked or something. Really, really good fig bars.
Oh, I know what you mean. Those are great.
Yeah, those are so good. And then a lot of clementines. And I stuck to the clementines. And at one point when the place we went to was out of water, I actually ripped the
package
rind off a clementine.
Got it.
And ate the entire clementine like it was a big grape.
I've done that before too.
All at once. Yeah.
I think
every
sometimes
segment.
we're just like needing the citrus or something. We're like getting scurvy. Yeah.
Yes. Give me the whole clementine. Give me. I don't get segments. Why? Why segments?
Exactly.
Just give me the whole thing.
Well, speaking of a guy who definitely does not have scurvy,
isn't technology wonderful?
it is Tom Merritt, who looks a lot like I did when I got my cataract surgery today. What do you got going on there? Look at these things. Yeah.
Yeah, these are the
Do you have a tin cup handy?
one.
Alms for the poor. Yeah.
Is that you, Ibbot?
Tell us more.
These are the X-Real 1 Pro glasses. They're basically like an external display. So I'm looking at a 200-inch monitor right now. Instead of looking at a real monitor.
How's the?
I really thought that you just came from the eye doctor and got your your pupils dilated.
It's easy to get lulled into that
because those are
And
so
I
huge.
might
So
have.
really,
You just don't know.
So I need to know more about the resolution and stuff. Like, how good does that look, and why do they have to be dark? I guess they can't be see-through.
Yeah, so they're dark so that you can see the image. I actually walked outside with them plugged into my phone, watching Squid Game, just to kind of see, like, could I walk around the yard, play with Seven, and stuff like that. They're okay at that. Like it definitely reduced the brightness, and stuff. But I could see the image. I could follow it and all of that, and I'm reading subtitles because it's Squid Game, right? So
Right.
that was important. But yeah, inside, totally fine.
Not that I'd recommend it, but is there enough clarity that you could like drive a car while you wore those?
No, well, no. Because it's taking
Somebody
up
will,
the
but you
majority
shouldn't.
of my vision. I can sort of see around it at the very bottom, but honestly, I'm mostly looking at below the frame to see where I'm going if I'm walking around.
So is there
no clarity?
There's no translucency, or is there? Is there a little translucency?
There is translucency, but the little screens here, I'll take them off and show you. The little screens kind of take up the majority of the
little. Okay, you can't tell from the outside that's how that looks in there.
But there are actually little screens in there. Okay.
Yeah. So those are dominating your vision. You're not going to be riding a bicycle, much less driving a car.
Oh, I might try.
But you can walk around. Like it's enough to be able to walk around. And I was doing some things in the kitchen, and Squid Game was just floating there in front of me while I'm doing stuff.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
That's really awesome.
I imagine considerably cheaper than like a Vision Pro.
That would have to be, right?
Oh my, yes.
I mean, there are
I got
Hyundais that are
these for
considerably cheaper than
$500, which I don't know if the pre-order is still going, but they're 650 list.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's not too far out of the range. If you're into those sort of things, it's on par with that. So it sounds like probably a good quality product. Like you're getting good visuals, good resolution.
I don't remember off the top of my head now what the resolution actually is, but it looks like a normal monitor to me. And when I was watching video, it didn't look awful. Every once in a while, I'll see a little bit of an artifact. I'm looking at the edge of a browser, and it's got a little moire going on. And I think that's mostly because they're right up against my vision, but 57 degree field of view too. So if I'm sitting watching something like a video, I don't notice it. But when I'm working, I definitely start to see the edge, as I turn my head, because I've got this big old monitor. And if I look this way, it's like, I can't see the edge of the monitor anymore because the field of view ends right there.
I'm kind of tempted by these. This is the one use case that I kind of want the most is virtual displays. And so,
Yeah. At first yesterday when I started using them, I'm like, I just might use these all the time. Obviously I'm not going to use them when I'm on camera unless I'm doing a bit like this.
Right.
But I'm like, I could just use these when I'm working. I don't know if I will though, because my eyes did start to get a little tired. That's a bit the resolution. It's a bit my own, like I need reading glasses when I'm looking up close. So I think there may be a little eye strain there, although this is distant enough that I don't need my glasses for it.
Sure. That was going to be my big question about corrective vision. Does it interfere with
They do sell, you can give them your prescription and they'll sell you some replacement lenses so you could have your prescription and it just costs a little extra money.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I guess that's a VR thing too people can buy.
I also like that there's no way that somebody's showing up to pub quiz night with those and getting away with it.
Not yet.
Yeah. I feel pretty safe that somebody's going to really be clearly cheating.
I love that. This is how you know that Brian's really into the trivia circuit, because it's actually it's important to keep track of what tech is coming up, so that you can be on the lookout for it.
If you see someone who looked like they just came from the eye doctor, but there's a cord hanging off of them,
exactly.
Oh, that maybe answers my other question about power. Is it battery based, or are you plugged in?
No, these are powered by whatever device you're plugged into.
Okay.
So with my laptop, it wasn't even an issue because my laptop's plugged in, not a problem. I did notice it drained my phone battery faster because I watched about 3 or 4 episodes of Squid Game on it, which is, it's a lot of video. They're talking about 3 hours of video there. But that did take my battery down from like 70% to 20% watching that video because it's entirely powered by everything plugged in. But the upside of that is you never have to charge these. They're ready to go. You just plug them in, and it's USB-C, so you can plug them into anything that supports a USB-C monitor, which is pretty much everything.
Oh my gosh! So I could play my Steam Deck or my Switch 2 or my. Ooh, don't tempt me with this shit. Damn it. I'm going to have to get one of these. These are cool. Are they considered like these are the good ones, like the brand to get right now kind of thing? Or
this is one of the top brands at the moment. I would call these the BlackBerry to some future iPhone. They're real good. It's possible someday somebody will come up with something better. Although Xreal is the partner for Google's hardware effort on their augmented reality glasses. That are coming out sometime next year. So I think they've got a future for themselves. But yeah, these are one of the better of these kinds, right? There's also the Meta Ray-Bans, which don't have a display in them. You don't have to plug them in. There's others that can act as a display, but you don't have to plug them in, but they do have a battery you have to charge. So we're still in those early days of lots of different ways of doing this and lots of different form factors. But I feel like I'm going to take these on trips.
I was gonna say that seems like it'd be perfect on a plane, but not good if you're typing something great. But if you have, like you said, plugged into your phone, not knowing where your finger is and what you're tapping on, because you're seeing whatever's on your phone screen, correct?
Yes, exactly. So when you do the phone, you see the phone screen mirrored, and then you have to look down
to look at your phone
the
to see
glasses
where you're
to figure out where to tap. It's not as awkward as it sounds, but it's also not. It's not smooth, right? You do have to be like, oh, okay, I'm looking down here. But it wasn't too bad to do that. And same thing for typing. Like I look down to see where my fingers are, but again, I'm just looking underneath the glass.
But in theory, you could get started, like you're opening the Netflix app, you are finding the show you want, your glasses are propped up on your forehead for a minute, you say, oh, okay, cool, that's the movie, hit play.
I didn't even need to prop them, honestly. I could just look down and type for the peripheral here, and then without even taking them off. The one thing I always have to take them off for is Face ID.
Oh yeah.
Oh sure.
Like I could train it. And I probably wouldn't have to do that, but I haven't trained it. So every time it locks, I'm like, oh right, yeah, I gotta do that.
Could you take a picture of your eyes and then glue them on the front of that thing for Face ID?
Yes.
Try it.
The answer is 100% correct. Yes.
And then last question: the audio. Is there?
Oh yeah,
you just get the
so
audio.
You can just, yeah. Right now, I'm using my normal headphones that are plugged into my Rodecaster, but they do have built-in Bose audio in the. I can never remember what these are called.
What are
the
those?
Arm of the
glasses arms or whatever they are.
Yeah, the glasses arm, and that's how I was listening to the Squid Game audio, and it was great. It was really good. It's close enough to your ears that you hear it just fine. But in some ways, it's preferable because if I'm listening with headphones and Eileen comes in and says something, I always have to be like, take that headphone out. What? Yeah. Whereas with these, because it was open ear, it was not a problem.
Yeah, I guess on a plane or whatever, you'd want to have headphones in because you're not trying to bug people next to you. But the Meta or the Quests are pretty good at this too. They have great sounding audio on the outside, and I really like that vibe. A little less muffled, I guess. Having that
and it's not super loud, so maybe on a plane it wouldn't bother people, but it probably you wouldn't be able to hear it as well.
Right. It's very cool though. Gosh dang it, I like stuff like this. And it's probably something I should never even go look at, so I'm not gonna go to the websites. Forget it. Take that, universe. Well, this is great.
I don't know, man. It's not that expensive. Come on.
It's only about 12 Steam games later.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
500. 500
how are you even going to play all of those Steam games? Come on.
Am I really?
Plus, think of how many more Steam games you could play wearing those glasses.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh dang it.
It's saving you money somehow, maybe.
Guys are not making this easy.
Pays for itself.
Before we start wrapping things up, Tom, one of the things I was thinking about recommending this week is something I'm wondering if you've seen, just because I figure you must have seen it. The Netflix animated movie K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yes, I have, Brian.
Which has been recommended to me so many times. I finally broke down. And why do I love this thing so
It's
damn
so
much?
good. That's why.
It really is.
Yeah. My daughter recommended it.
I don't know why you do.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it.
Yeah.
Inside or outside of K-pop. All the K-pop artists are doing challenges to the songs, especially the Soda Pop song from the Demons. Is like making the charts, and it's a phenomenon. And I think great. When I watched it, I was like, oh, this is for kids. Like the plot's very simple, but it's got that Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse aesthetic.
Yes, which I love
because it's done by the same animation house. And the other thing I noticed about it, I said this on Cord Killers, is if you watch Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and you're not into Spider-Man, you're like, that's a really fun story. I enjoyed it. If you're a Spider-Man fan, you're like, there were so many cool little nods and Easter eggs. And it's the same thing with this. Like, I'm fascinated that folks who don't know K-pop very well are like, this is a really fun show. But then if you know it, you're like, oh, that's so true. That's a thing. That's what they do. They're acknowledging that.
Yeah, right.
I would say if you're a fan of Love, Death, and Robots or any kind of modern animation stuff like this, if you liked Arcane, this is just all in that vein. Yeah,
it really is.
Even if you don't give a crap about K-pop, it won't matter.
No,
the music is so damn catchy too. It's
it's catchy songs, and it's not like. It's not a bad story. It's not like super complex, it surprised me every moment or anything, but it's, it's good. It's competent.
Yeah. Well, there you go. A little bonus recommendal, everybody. Enjoy that.
There you go.
Tom Merritt, anything else happening in and around your world that you'd like to talk about before we go? Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I guess these days, the thing I would send you to is my newsletter because I don't have, I just finished that workshop with Brian Brushwood. Thanks to everybody who did show up there. If you're listening, it was great seeing everybody and hanging out and chatting. That's been my big thing that I've been promoting. So if you want to know what the next big thing is, I'll be talking about it soon in my newsletter. You can get that at freetomnewsletter.com.
Excellent. It is Tom Merritt, everybody. If you're trying to find him on the socials, you'll find him at Ace Detect. Them's the rules. You have to follow him. Tom Merritt, have a great day. We'll see you next time. All righty.
Cool.
Excellent work, everybody. Brian, should we do some recommendals? What do you think of that?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
You like that idea? All right.
I like that idea, yes.
Well, good news, because we got a guy here who's able and willing, and we got a little thing to play that will help us get there. So here goes.
Well, what do you recommend?
Yes, that music means it's time for us to make some recommendations based on things we have seen on streaming services. Randy Jordan joins us today. Hello, Randy. He's muted, so he probably doesn't know.
Good morning, stream.
There he is.
There he is.
Hi.
Wow.
Yeah.
I started talking and it was still muted.
Yeah.
And I saw bar go up.
Yeah. Bar go up. Bar go up. Sound no come out, but that's okay. We'll take you whatever way we get you, man. How the heck are you? How you feeling?
Doing great. I appreciate that you just mentioned Arcane and all of that. I got the experience a couple weeks ago of watching it from the beginning with my in-laws who are in their 70s and have no idea about League of Legends. And it was perfect for them. They enjoyed it greatly.
Yeah, you don't need to be a fan of that game.
No,
to enjoy that
I know nothing about League of Legends either, and I really, really enjoyed Arcane. So
Arcane's awesome.
There's some really cool 3D models too that people have done of the characters from that. That it's like, ooh, I kind of want to print those. They're so cool.
Yeah. The cosplay around it is so good.
Oh
yeah, really good stuff. Well, Randy, it's good to have you here. We are sans Nicole. She's busy at a girls' camp with her daughter, and we are going to go forward in her absence, regardless.
Yes. Forward is the only way to go.
That's right.
It's true.
Oh, you know what? Where'd it go?
Are you going to roll for just flip a coin, really?
Oh yeah, because it's just two of us today. Because I don't have one. I was busy in Vegas.
I'm surprised. I thought you watched Poop Cruise.
I did, but I didn't quite finish it.
Okay.
And I wasn't sure I wanted to recommend that because it's a series, and every episode is a single documentary about a horrible thing that goes wrong.
Trainwreck is but I mean, you can.
Like I probably could have just done the one, sure.
Yeah.
But I started watching the Rob Ford Toronto mayor guy one.
Oh yeah, that guy's nuts.
Oh my lord. Yeah. What a mess that was. But anyway, I'm going to flip a coin. Today's coin is a He's a little ghost from Pac-Man, but he's a coin. He has a heads and a tails. And,
he really does have a tails?
Yep.
Like it's not just heads on both sides?
Brian, I'll let you call since the tradition. This gives you the +1 to initiative. So
Okay.
what do you want,
Fair
heads
enough.
or tails?
Heads.
It is heads. Congratulations,
All right,
Brian. You are
great.
our winner. Let's go ahead and play your clip.
It's an easy choice. The whole thing is heads. It looks like the whole coin is heads.
Yeah.
This is a series that Tina found and said, I want to watch this. And so I said, okay, I'll watch it with you, and ended up really liking it.
Oh, good. Were you hesitant going in? Or
I was, because I didn't look at the plot, but I looked at the cover, and I looked at a little bit of Rotten Tomatoes. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And I ended up really liking it.
Let's see what we got.
Ethan, look at me. Look at me. The cops are just trying to gather all the information that they can, okay? Just like at the house.
This has nothing to do with the crime scene processing they did in East Hampton. They are looking for criminal evidence based on probable cause against a specific suspect.
So what does that mean?
They have information we don't. Ethan? Do you have an idea what that could be?
Maybe Kevin said something different than I did.
What do you mean?
Hang on.
I was on the beach by myself for a little while the night Dad died.
But that's not what you told the police.
No, I told them that we were together all night.
Why did you lie? What is wrong with you? Ethan, I know you didn't do this. You didn't do it.
Are you family?
This is my sister. And Ethan's mother. Biological, Ethan lives with me. Okay. Why was he even talking to police without a lawyer? I don't know. I've never been arrested, unlike you, who knows these kind of things.
Enough! Emotions are running high, I get it. But I need to speak to my client. I need to talk to him privately. So, you wouldn't mind, ladies?
I'm recognizing a bunch of voices.
You probably are, yeah. Gloria Rubin, probably the most recognizable in there, and
I like her. Yeah,
she's so great. Yeah, you're also hearing Jessica Biel and Elizabeth Banks. They are playing sisters, and it's really up to you to decide who is the better sister. That's how I worked in the title of the show.
Very
the show's called
nice.
The Better Sister. And it's about two sisters who were both married to the same guy who turns up dead. Jessica Biel being the more recent of the people married to him. Corey Stoll plays the dead husband, who's alive in flashbacks and stuff like that. The kid you're hearing, the kid named Ethan, is the daughter of Elizabeth Banks and Corey Stoll's characters, but was raised by Jessica Biel and Corey Stoll, because Elizabeth Banks is kind of a alcoholic with other problems, and they kind of rescued her son and took them on himself. So that's the confusing, confusing part.
Our old buddy Matthew Modine is in this somewhere.
Matthew Modine is like eats up the screen every freaking time he's on screen. I really like Matthew Modine in this. He's kind of the head of the company where the law firm where Adam works. The Corey Stoll's character.
See him a lot lately, right? Like Stranger Things and
yeah, he's got a good agent right now.
Mm-hmm.
You also get Kim Dickens, another favorite of ours, even in The Hollow Man, where she gets fondled by an invisible Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
She is the detective that is investigating the murder and trying to really figure out who done it, which is it's a very cleverly twisty plot that doesn't feel contrived to make you think, oh, it's definitely this person because they're giving me all these clues that point towards this person, but now they're pointing me towards this person. No, they're doing a good job of laying all of it out there, so that you can come to your own conclusions and not feel.
And then it wasn't actually any of them. He tripped and fell on the knife, and someone has footage.
Right. Yeah. Yes, exactly. It turns out to be Tim Curry, the butler, who actually did it. No, it's really well done, really well presented, and it's a limited series, which means you get the answers you want from this one. Don't worry about, they're leaving this for a season 2, blah blah blah. So
yeah.
It is. It's great. It's on Amazon Prime.
Was Corey Stoll better here than he is as MODOK in the MCU?
He was far better here than he was as MODOK.
Okay. But I liked him in Ant-Man. I thought he was all right in
I'm
Ant-Man.
really hoping for a Mandarin style. Nope, that's not going to be our real MODOK. Here's our real MODOK, but I don't think we're ever going to get another MODOK. I think that's going to be it for us.
Yeah, probably, at least for a while. We need a generation to pass and everyone to forget, and then we'll come back to it.
Exactly, yes.
I feel like we've been talking a lot about movies and TV series that are based on books. Brian, did it make you interested in reading the Alistair Burke book?
It didn't, only because there's a lot of other stuff in my stack that I want to read before that. Plus, I feel like you get enough in this that I feel like, oh man, I really want to go deeper into this story. They give you, I think, everything that you need, or everything that I was looking for from the story, and I wasn't like, oh yeah, there's a whole extra. I really want to know the backstory on this character or what else is going on here. But no, I feel like you get everything that you want from this.
That's a thing, right? Like there are, if you didn't know there was a book, and then you watch a series, you can just assume that the book is basically exactly like it.
Exactly. Yes.
And maybe Winds of Winter comes out and it's exactly like the last season of Game of Thrones.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Go ahead and make that mistake.
Right through
That'd be wonderful.
Exactly. Also, you get Michael John Harney, who he plays the doorman at the building where they live. Michael J. Harney, from Orange Is the New Black. He was the warden for the first couple seasons, or at least was he the warden? He was the guy that was constantly interacting with Piper.
I love that guy.
Yes.
He's not the creepy one, or is he the creepy one? Hold on.
No, he was the musician, not the. He was the one.
Not the creeper with the mustache. Not him, right? Are we talking about the same show? Am I thinking of something else?
Orange Is the New Black.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to visualize if he was the creeper. I don't remember him being creepy.
What was his name again? The actor?
His character. The name is Michael Harney.
All right, where is he here? That's ringing up. Oh, you're right. You're right. He's not the mustache guy.
Okay, good.
Michael Harney. I recognize him immediately, but I always forget the shit I see him in. It's a lot of different stuff, but you're right.
Yeah.
He had a big role in that. Deadwood. He was in that.
Yeah, Deadwood.
Weeds.
He was in Weeds, right? Exactly.
Weeds. I like that actor. He has a face you immediately go, oh yeah. I've seen you do stuff. That's cool.
Yep. He's both smiling and frowning at the same time. One of those faces where if you cover up half of his face, he's sad, and the other half he's happy.
Yeah, like a Harrison Ford deal.
Exactly.
I like that. Cool. I want to see it. Prime, you say?
Yeah.
Is
Prime.
Right.
Quick 8 episodes, 45 minutes or so each, and a very good story. And it's it's got a 70 to 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. Audiences love it. Critics were good on it. 70% with critics.
Nice. You were going to make a quick recommendation about a thing you watched twice.
Yes, I did a rewatch of Wakanda Forever. Ironheart got me in the mood to rewatch the story that introduces us to Riri Williams, and you know what? I loved it when I saw it originally in movie theaters. I loved it even more now, and it really gives me a lot of excitement to watch the second half of Ironheart, but also knowing that we get more Namor in Secret Wars. His name was already one of the ones that we see on the back of a director's chair, so we know we get more Shuri, we get more Namor. So I'm really excited about it. But Wakanda Forever, if you have not seen it, obviously the sequel to Black Panther that they had to figure out a way to work in Chadwick Boseman's passing. And they do an incredibly, it's Ryan Coogler again, so, great hands involved in this. And it's very touching and also very, it's a movie that's so full of heart and so good at giving us three-dimensional characters. Namor is not one of these typical Marvel two-dimensional throwaway villains that you just say, all right, well, he's bad, twirl the mustache, get do whatever. You get some real depth with Namor, and you understand the reasons why he does the things he does, and you get more depth with Angela Bassett, with Shuri. What's his face from the British Office? Freeman, Martin Freeman.
Mm-hmm.
And some.
That's what you're applying Martin Freeman to, the British Office.
Yeah, that's where he got his OG.
That's where I first. That's where I first saw him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's done a lot since, obviously, but I'd love him in that. He's a high point of the British Office, and you could argue. I think it's a safe argument. He'd have no real career had he not had that start. So
I would think so.
Ooh,
yes. All right.
wow.
Sorry. The foreign guy from Love Actually. There we go.
Baggins we're talking
Bilbo
about here.
Baggins, yeah, but does he ever get the Bilbo job without starting on The Office? I don't know.
I don't think so. Exactly. You also get Julie Louis-Dreyfus continue her De Fontaine character. So, so much more of that. Anyway, if you haven't seen Wakanda Forever, it's a great watch, especially now that we're in the middle of Ironheart, and Disney's next Marvel series is going to be that animated Eyes of Wakanda, which looks like it's going to be really good. So it's a great time for all things Wakanda.
Nice.
Be entirely in first person.
There you go.
You will be the eyes.
You
of
will be
Wakanda.
the eyes of Wakanda.
There you go. I like it.
Ian does not like the way I'm pronouncing Namor. Is it Namor?
I always heard Namor, but I assumed you knew better because you're a Marvel guy, so I have no idea.
I don't know. It's one of those that,
Maybe
I did always know, despite what my friend said, it was not the Submariner. He's the Submariner.
Right. Submariner.
Submariner. He's the Submariner.
That's a very different hero.
Namor? Okay, thanks. Yeah, that's one that I think I've always mispronounced them because I've always said Namor.
Well, he's evil. He's basically evil Aquaman when I was growing up. That's how I saw him.
That's right. I'm a Namord by the way that you guys pronounce it.
A Namord. I love it.
So, I love audiobooks, and I listen to audiobooks all the time. And I recently decided that I was going to listen to the best of Larry Niven. Larry Niven has written a lot of books, but I'm just going to pick the 5 or 7 books that I like the most and listen to them on audio. And I found out that most of them have been recorded by 3 or 4 different people. And I had to go through and figure out which one was the good one. And it was a whole thing. And along the way, I thought, you know what? I wonder how many people have read the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy books out loud. And so I looked into that, and my goodness, there's a lot of options. And so I decided I'm going to collect that, and I'm going to get the one that I like the most here. And surprising to me, it wasn't Stephen Fry. It was Martin Freeman that won for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
His reading of the Hitchhiker's Guide books is amazing. And the worst by far, the author. Douglas Adams was not suited for.
He's up there. He's up there with Stephen King. Shouldn't read your own books.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes exactly. I really like. I mean, the radio drama is what I first heard out of all that before the audiobooks or even reading the books. I heard the radio, not really drama, but the radio play, and I can't imagine listening to it and not listening to the radio play version.
Yeah, that music and all that stuff that became kind of famous with it. I love that music. So good.
Yeah, there's something about Martin Freeman really gets the tone. Like Stephen Fry does, but Stephen Fry is coming at it with this tone of ultimate sarcasm.
Yeah.
And Martin Freeman is like gets that there's a drollness to it, but it's not boring. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Just love it.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So
I don't think
so.
I've
Yeah,
heard
that's just you just reminded me of that. But I've got another book to recommend for you guys. A book that was made into a TV series.
Oh, excellent
TV series.
Yep.
And I just looked into the books because the TV series is so good. Now I'm reading the book series. It's just a never-ending circle, my friends.
Right.
You can play the clip. It's the first dialogue from the first episode.
Here you go.
And now was the moment of truth. I just isolated an admin password, and I was going to try to use it to crack the final core encryption. Okay. Patching the code. Holy shit. It worked. It worked! Okay. What do I do now? Maybe kill all these idiots and take a starship to a distant galaxy. What should I call myself? Security Unit 238776431 just doesn't have the right ring to it. How about Freedom Unit? Or Rogue Bots? No, that sucks. Maybe murder bot? Murder bot.
One of the Skarsgårds doing his best English accent.
Yeah, that would be Alexander Skarsgård.
Still has one of the best IMDb photos. I don't know if it's still his IMDb photo, but
his underwear.
His underwear, pantsless IMDb photo is the greatest.
Love it.
Love this guy. He's genius casting. A little bit of stunt casting here because, he brings a very peculiar voice to this android who somehow obtains his own freedom and decides that he doesn't care about anything. The main character, like, he really is the character of the show. It's a character study of this Alexander Skarsgård guy. The way he is created, he's able to look like a robot or look like himself, like he has a human figurehead. There you go with your underwear shot.
Yeah, it's good look.
And this is a dramedy. This is actually, no, I would call it an action comedy. Action comedy where this guy, this robot who is a full android, he just has two desires. One is to be free of the shackles of people, ordering him around, and he will kill them if necessary to be free of those shackles. And the other desire is he wants to watch soap operas. And it's a galaxy full of them for him to download, but he does have limited space. So he sometimes accidentally fills his brain with soap operas and then isn't able to do other functions, which is really funny.
Sure.
So this show has a show within the show. And you were just seeing some of the stars of that. So he flips back and forth between his reality, where he is just trying to be a free murder bot, and the show that he is obsessing over, which is a Star Trek knockoff that has John Cho and Agent Smith and so on. And that alone, you want a whole show of the show within a show. Like, it is so freaking funny.
I'm excited to see this. The reviews have been pretty top notch, and I know people are really fond of what was originally called the Murderbot Diaries, which you obviously referenced. I never read those, but didn't they start out as like just a fun little project for the author? It was like a little short.
It's a bunch of novellas to start. And I was talking to a coworker of mine yesterday who has read all of it and didn't know there was a show. And I'm like, you need to get on this because it really brings. This is one of those cases of the books are great, but the show brings a bunch of things to life that you might not be imagining when you're reading books. Things like murders, people getting killed by a strong robot, and then robots fighting each other and so forth. It's really hard to picture in your mind how violent that can be. This is a very violent, gruesome show.
Yeah.
And it's funny because of it.
Yeah. I'm excited. David Dastmalchian, however you say his name.
Dastmalchian?
Yeah. I'll never get it right, but anytime you say he's in your thing, I just immediately show up. I love him so much.
I want to draw attention to one of the crew of the ship that Murderbot goes to a planet with, and he sort of befriends them kind of a little bit. That's played by Tamara Podemski. Tamara Podemski is one of the 3 First Nation sisters that all starred in Reservation Dogs. They were the older generation in Reservation Dogs. She is just incredible. Every moment she's on the screen is fantastic. And I just don't understand how we haven't seen so much more of Tamara Podemski up until now.
Oh, she was so good in Outer Range too. I forgot she was in that.
Yes.
She's great, dude.
Man, Outer Range, you recommended that. We watched it, but I'm ready to watch it again.
Yeah,
that
it was so
good.
bummed they canceled that or aren't going further than the 2 seasons. It's a bummer to me. Especially because, I mean, look, I noticed what's his name is in everything now.
Thanos.
Yeah, what's going on right now?
I know,
That guy's agent. Holy shit. He's coming in that new weapons thing coming out. He's in the Running Man trailer. He's in like all this stuff at once. And I'm like, no, go back and do another Outer Range.
Exactly.
Just one.
Yeah,
just
some
one
more
more.
answers. More questions answered, please.
Law of Threes. 3 seasons. We're done. They're not going to do it.
No.
Anyway.
And
yeah.
What? There was another show kind of like Outer Range. Oh my gosh, it came out maybe 2-3 years ago. And I recommended it, and I'm totally forgetting what it's called. I could find it.
Oh, it's not the one with also from Reservation Dogs and season 2 of Fargo.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the one. Then that's called shoot. I just watched it again. Zan McLaren's in it.
That's the lead of the show.
Dark Winds. Dark Winds.
Oh, Dark Winds. Yeah.
Dark Winds is utterly awesome.
It's
real
so good. Yeah. We have we have the most recent season to watch, but you're saying it's the final season?
I don't know about that. It's
Outer Range. Outer Range. Is
Outer
the
Range.
one
I know.
that
That just
Dark Winds. I don't know. I think they're still going.
Okay.
That's a great show. Oh my god,
it's such a good show. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I just love it. I love it whenever we're in an era now where we finally escaped Aboriginal actors, First Nations actors being treated like caricatures.
Yeah.
And they're getting to really come into their own in a lot of these series, and I just think it's amazing. And like in Murderbot, the cast is very diverse. No one is ever mentioned by their characteristics. It's just this is the way it is in the future.
Except they call Jack McBrayer and Clark Gregg. They call them crackers a lot. I've heard in this show they get called crackers.
They are on the show within a show.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Still crackers. These guys.
Jack McBrayer.
He's in the
again.
He's awesome.
Casting.
I love him. He's in the new King of the Hill reboot.
Is he really?
Yeah, they showed one of the clips where they're walking through the George W. Bush Museum. And Hank is just all in awe of everything, and everyone else is bored. But the tour guide is Jack McBrayer, doing the voice he did on 30 Rock. Yeah, it's identical, really. Anyway,
on Murderbot, this show within a show is so freaking funny because you're never given an entire explanation, right? You're only seeing bits and pieces of it when Murderbot himself is concentrating on watching instead of saving people. And so there's this old Cosby Gang effect. Like, remember the Brown Hornet?
Sure.
How you never got enough of the Brown Hornet to know what the hell was going on.
Was it the Brown Hornet? Right? Yeah, the Brown Hornet.
Yeah. The Cosby kids watched the TV
That's
show.
right. Yeah. That's back in the day, man. I'm sorry. The fall of Bill Cosby has clouded my memory.
As it did to all of us.
I've tried really hard to forget, just completely forget, like who was on the Cosby Show.
A bunch of people doing stuff. Felicity Richardo, some name like that.
Something like that.
Something like that. I don't
Felicia
know.
Rashad.
Yeah.
I think, yes.
They just all get mixed up now. Well, that's great. Where was this showing, by the way? It's Apple TV Plus, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Murderbot is on Apple TV Plus. Don't want to forget Noma Duwazeni. She is the main counterpoint, the human living in reality counterpoint to our Alex Skarsgård. Just absolutely stunning. Her delivery, her presence, just amazing. I really, really want to see anything that Noma Duwazeni is in. Just awesome.
TV's Travis in the chat just says that Das Malchin is now the new M. Bison in the Street Fighter reboot movie.
Oh, really?
Oh, right on.
That's a great idea right there. He's not very buff, so I don't know what they're going to do there.
Right. That's what I'm visualizing is not the...
I don't think what's his name was all
the
that
Raul
buff.
Julia.
Raul Julia was a bigger man, though, right? Kind of a...
Yeah, he was a little bit bigger. Certainly, I think of Decimal Chain as being very slight.
Yeah, just a little weird little wafy guy in the corner that you don't trust, which is why I love him. That's why I love him.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see how that goes. I heard some rumor about 50 Cent is going to be the Balrog guy, the boxer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are all very weird rumors because I don't know if anything's fully confirmed, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
I was thinking of you, you guys, because I read that both the next season of Silo and the next season of Jason Segel Shrinking.
Oh, Shrinking, yeah.
Both of those wrapped, and they're in post-production now.
How soon on Silo do they say? We get a date?
I imagine it's over the holidays, like the last 2 years.
That show so much. I can't wait. I need some. I think this is their last season. I think they planned
Silo,
for 3.
yeah.
I think they planned 3 was the idea. They could do some spinoffs, but based on where they end the last season and knowing what I know about the books, I've read that stuff twice. they are at a place where this is where you start to wrap up the story, and I cannot wait. But also, I don't want them to finish.
Mm-hmm. Right, you want to savor it, but you also want to get to the story. Yeah,
just want to lick it. All right, well, that's it for that. QuickSack.li, not QuickSack.li. Sorry, QuickTMS.li will give you the stuff that we put up today. Brian will put those up. It probably already has, if I had to guess.
Yep.
And we'll be back next week with more. Randy, this week on Film Sack, I think we lost a movie, right? We're going to have to...
No.
We're watching
Bangkok Dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never saw it. Can't wait to see it. I'm glad it stuck around. But what was the deal? We thought it was going to leave at the first of the month or something?
Yeah, they were on the chopping block, but they got picked up by Amazon Prime.
Good news, everybody. No bad news.
Every month. This is every month.
This is every month. Get used to it. Randy, have a fantastic week, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.
You too.
All right.
Bye.
We did it. We pulled it off yet again. Now, there's only this left to do. Actually, there's 2 things. One quick thing I want to show you since we have a tiny bit of time.
Yeah.
I've been looking up weird AI stuff where it gets things wrong.
Yes, like The Simpsons and the movie villains.
You'll love this one. So we looked up common animals and their bites.
Okay.
So it says that a dog, for some reason, leaves this bite. I don't know why.
Oh, it's like just a rash.
Yeah. The cat is a vampire, apparently.
Apparently so.
The fox does some nightmarish business.
Like earthquake arm or something.
Yeah, or like some sort of horrible medieval thing. And then you have snake, horse, and fox. As you can see, these not a fox. This is a pig. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They just cut out the thing. So it is snake, horse, and pig. Sorry.
Okay.
This is their bites. Now, I want to be sneaky about how I show you this.
Okay.
The snake... That's not right, but whatever. It's a bruise.
Yeah.
It's
also leaves like a little bit of necrotic flesh.
Sure.
Kind of thing.
But I usually get like 2 little fang marks, so I don't know what they're doing there.
Yeah.
And then you go over here to pig, and pig's fine. It's sure I could see a pig doing that. Maybe.
I guess. Yeah.
I don't know what a pig does, but then let's go over and see what a horse bite looks like.
Okay.
So what you
the horse leaves you with a tattoo of a chimpanzee.
It leaves you with a chimpanzee on your skin, and actually names it chimpanzee, or maybe it turns you into a chimpanzee. I don't know what they're trying to say here.
Yeah,
but it's a little picture of a chimpanzee. So for those listening and can't see this is one of the weirdest ones that I'd seen.
Oh, AI, you want to be you want to take over our planet. Good luck with that.
You want to be our latex salesman.
Exactly.
All right, we are done and out of here. Reminder about the meetups we have coming up on the 12th of July. We have an SLC meetup for whoever wants to come. It's nothing too crazy. We're just going to see Superman. No big whoop. Just if you want to go, there's details in the Discord, and you sign up and you don't have to sign up. You just go get your tickets and show up. That's it.
No special, like you're not throwing any prizes into the audience or doing a whole thing, a Q&A session. No, this is come see a movie with other people in Salt Lake that like this movie.
Piece of cake.
Yeah.
Then on the 26th, we'll be doing this with I almost said Final Fantasy. Fantastic Four, the other FF. Fantastic Four First Steps, which is all about a baby
taking its first steps. Exactly. Yes. I hear it's about a robot named Herbie and nothing else.
Okay, good. I'm looking forward to that one. Disney really
killing it.
It's
about a giant Galactus statue that fell off the shelf.
Who is the herald of this world? Anyway, that's all coming up on the 26th, and that same information on the Discord. So sign up and come hang out with us. I'm going with Kim to both of these. One of them, everybody here, my daughter and her friend, and a bunch of other people are going. It's going to be fun. KT Data we talk about all the time. He'll be there with Noel. We got a big thing planned. We want you to come. So go check that stuff out. Brian, something similar happening in Denver. What's going on?
Similar, exactly. On the 13th, which is a week from Sunday, we're doing a a board game meetup here in Denver. Actually, it's going to be in the Westminster area at the Moore's house.
Very nice.
These are some of J.J. Valentine's games that they brought back with them from his memorial. And Renee sent them, said, take these. And they brought them back, and we're going to play them just like JJ would have wanted us to do. So that's taking place on the 13th at 1 p.m. Go to Facebook, look for Denver Tadpool, and join the Denver Tadpool and come play games with us. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Snacks, drinks, and games.
Oh, my gosh. And the presence of one Brian Ibbett.
That's right. Well, don't let that deter you, because there'll be a lot of good people there too.
I want to go home. He scares me.
Exactly.
Well, anyway, that is all coming up soon. We'll talk about it as we get closer. For everything else you might need at the very moment, go to frogpants.com/TMS. And a huge thanks out to all our patrons at patreon.com/TMS. That's it for us. Brian, let's play a song and get the F out.
Well, okay. Catching up because there aren't a lot of July requests yet. I know you guys have them coming, but I do have some June requests to get caught up with. So if you're a person who sent in a request for June and I haven't gotten to it, I'm going to try and get to it. This one came from Matt B., who said, hey, Scald and Boyle. June 30th is my 38th birthday. I'm celebrating today, or I celebrated today, by getting sushi, my favorite food, with my family. He did not say my favorite people, but he did describe sushi as his favorite food. So hopefully the sushi was good. Yeah. My favorite band of all time is Weezer, and it would be awesome to hear a cover of one of their songs. Well, happy to play that for you, Matt B. Let's give him a...
Oh, yeah. Here you go, buddy.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, there you go.
There we go. So Weezer came out with that cover album with mixed results, at least in my opinion. It wasn't great. I really wanted more of a Weezer flavor to it. But the covers they've been contributing to other things are much better. Like they did a cover of Metallica's Nothing Else Matters that's really good. But for the Bad Monkey TV show, the Vince Vaughn TV show that came out last year that I really enjoyed, they recorded this cover of Tom Petty's Here Comes My Girl. Here's Weezer, and Here Comes My Girl.
See you guys tomorrow.
Hello, I'm a tailor, and your pant size is frog. You're always welcome at frogpants.com.
What do we do?